What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? How's everybody doing this wonderful day? So I just got back from a week-long summer camp trip where I'm a counselor. Also a fishing trip. I do try to fish as much as I possibly can at this summer camp. And I take the kids fishing and stuff like that. And I had a blast up there, you know what I mean? So I was loading my gear up, to go there. And I take all kinds of gear with me because I want everybody, to be able to fish and stuff. And I take lots and lots of 5-inch stick worms. As the kids are fishing through the week, I give out prizes for the biggest fish for the day, and I let them pick a color they want to take home and stuff like that. So I had a blast. I gave a lot of baits away. Other counselors up there with me, that aren't too familiar with using soft plastics, I try to give them some, show them how to use it, send them home, and hopefully they catch fish and stuff like that. So back to what I was talking about. When I was loading up all my gear for that week, I realized I did not have very many selections of this one kind of bait. And the bait I'm talking about is the 7.5-inch curly tail worm. So I got this mold out. This is the Anglin AI mold. Oops. Shoots 4 7.5-inch curly tail worms. I love this mold. It's a very, very easy mold to use. If you are a fan of the 7.5-inch curly tail worm, I highly recommend you getting this mold. Super easy, laminates great, shoots solid colors perfect and stuff like that. So I thought today we would start with one of my all-time favorite colors. So when I was fishing way back in the day and finally getting into lures and plastic baits and stuff like that, one color I noticed all the time on the shelf where I was shopping at was Culprit's black worm with a blue tail. That color has been around forever. I've used it forever. I've done really good with it over the years, and I thought, let's make some of those today. It's a very easy color to make. I don't know if Culprit was the one that invented that color or that color combo, but I'm sure all the other baits, they all have their own blue and black stuff like that. But when I was fishing, coming up fishing, and trying new things, the first company I remember was Culprit. So I don't have a tail mold for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the blues first, which will be a whole blue worm. We're going to come back and cut the tails off, place the tails back in there, and then shoot the black. So I got Anglin AI as the mold. I got Dead On Plastic worm here. I got 1 cup of this for the tails. And then we're going to use Dead On Plastics blues. I got regular blue and I got neon blue. I'm probably going to start with the neon and darken it up as I need with the regular blue. I don't think Culprit puts any glitters in theirs. I don't have any Culprits to kind of go by and everything like that. We're just going to go by what I remember. I don't think they put any glitter in their blue tails, but we are. We're going to put some some 0.015 glitter in the tails, and then we're just going to shoot dead on traditional black. So I'm going to get to cooking this plastic, and I'll see you in a few. Stay tuned. So I got this plastic all up to temperature here. I'm going to start out with some neon blue. Should have shook these before. That's all right. They're shaked. So I'm going to do 10 drops. 9, 10. Oh, I'm going to do 20 more drops. Very, very thin. I'm going to do 10 more. 10. That's 40 drops in there. Nice. I like that color. It just needs to be darkened up a little bit with some of this regular Dead On Plastic blue. I'm going to go with 2 drops first. Give me 2 more. And there's the color. That's the color we're looking for. It's not that dark, but it should look good for tails. And you should be able to see through it just enough. We'll shoot that one time and see what happens. I'm also going to add some glitter to this. I'm going to use my 1/4 teaspoon, but I'm not going to use a full quarter. I'm going to use about 1/8 of a teaspoon. See that? About half of that full. I want it to sparkle, but I don't want it to take over it. And that 0.015 stuff, I mean, it's, like I said, you can see it. I say that. Smidge more. So we're going to say we're going to go 3/4 of a 1/4 teaspoon. Scrape the sides here. Perfect. I like that. Put the cap back on this. Like I said, very easy color to make. I'm going to put this back into the microwave for a few seconds and we're going to vacuum it. I'll be back in a moment. Alright everybody, I just checked these. These are sitting at 351 degrees, which they are ready to shoot. So let's go ahead. Doesn't take much plastic to fill this mold up. Sorry about my arm in the way of the camera. I will move it so you guys can actually see. Holding pressure there. Bring my arm back just for a second. Fill that up, that sprue up a little bit. Empty that up. One thing about this mold is you don't have to fill your sprue up hardly at all. I'm actually going to knock that out at the top there. I'm just going to put just a little bit at the top. Look at all those air bubbles that formed when I put that plastic back in there. And that should be good. So we'll let that sit for a couple minutes and I'll show you how cool it looks. Alright everybody, let me show you what these look like. Watch this there, watch this. Oh, look at that. One spin. Oh, look at that. Sweet. So here we go. Oh, they're all going to be over. Okay, whatever. I was trying to make them look cool. Let's just pull them out. I think that's going to look awesome. Actually, that looks good all by itself. But all we need is just that tail right there. So, yes. We're going to pull these off here. And all we need is just these tails. Those look awesome. Those are going to work. Alright, so I have the mold open here. I have 4 of the blue ones that we shot. I'm going to cut them right there where the tail ends and the body begins. Right there. I'm going to throw that over there into my leftovers. I'm going to set this where it goes. I'm going to bring this around like this and put it in the groove and just kind of work it with my fingers. There we go. Gotta get those air bubbles from underneath of it. I can see them. Spin this around and it should lay right where it needs to go. There we go. It's getting in there. And you'll be able to tell when you get it in place, because it'll lay in there just perfect. Sometimes you gotta tinker with it just a little bit. Kind of working around the camera here. Just like that. I'm going to do another one real fast to show you again. Like I said, I'm going to cut right there where my thumb's at, where the tail begins. Throw that in the scrap over there. And then, whoops, let me get that back in camera so you guys can see what's going on. And I'll put that right there. Bring it around. Put it in the groove. Put that right there where the tail ends and kind of work myself kind of backwards. See, I'm getting that lip. So you can see that lip right there sticking out pretty good where my thumb's at. I know that that needs to go deeper down into the groove there. So there we go. I'm going to turn it sideways so I can actually see it here to make sure it looks good. Get all the little bubbles out. This one needs a little bit of adjustment right there. There we go. And that's them right there. That's exactly how they should look like in the mold. I'm going to cut the other 2. Give me just a second. Alright, so there I have them. I have all 4 of the tails in there. You can see where I cut them. And then I'm going to lay them down gently. That wasn't that gently, but I'm going to double check them one time. I'm looking at them. They look good. I'm going to bring this mold down. It should close perfect. It does. I didn't feel like it smashed anything. And we're going to cook our next cup of plastic. Alright, so I got our second cup of plastisol up to temperature here, and we're just going to put some black in it. I'm going to go with 30 drops. So 1, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 drops. Good to go. Let's mix that up. 30 drops in a cup of plastisol with black is perfect. See, you can't even see the butter knife, so I think that'll work. And that's it. That's our color. So I'm going to vacuum this real good, and then we're going to shoot this. So next time you see this color, I'm going to be shooting it in this mold right here, because the tails are already in there waiting for this black to mold with them. Stay tuned. Alright everybody, I got this up to temperature. I got it where I wanted it. I wanted it at about 360, and that's exactly where it's at right now. So I'm going to get over here on the side of the camera here. Suck up some black. 360 degrees. The reason I'm going a little warmer is I want them black bodies to mold to the blue tails. That is the whole goal there. So I just want it just a little bit warmer than I usually do. I'm going to top that sprue off there. Put the excess back into the cup here. And there we go. We're going to give that a few minutes to set. And I'll show you the reveal here. And hopefully we got those tails to mold to the bodies. So give me just a few minutes and we'll see. Alright everybody, I believe these have cooled down enough. So let's, oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So I wanna try to open these up. So they lay in there. It's just really hard to do. There we go. That's not too bad. Check that out. Those turned out awesome. Those turned out really, really good. Look at that. Oh, we'll take that. We'll take that. Very good. Very, very good. I like that. Let's get them out of the mold here. Pull these off of the runner. And there we go. There's your traditional black with blue tails. I like them. They look really, really good. Let's take a look here. Yep. No cold cracking. Yep. Looks good. So I'm pulling on them, making sure the tails did mold with the bodies there. Yeah, they look good. I'm not pulling on them super hard because, of course, these need a couple days to cure. But yeah, those look amazing. I like those. And I think adding the glitter in the tails was a great idea. So yes, those turned out great. Let's do them again. So I've already cut the tails on these ones real fast. Kind of get the camera a little close up here. I'm trying to work around the camera. I'm also trying not to take forever to do this, but look, I'm putting this back in the screw, just working it here with my finger, and just pushing it into the groove. There we go. That's sitting in there nice. Yep. Just like that. I'm going to bring it up a little bit so you guys can see it. Just like that. Let's do one more. So this one, I can see through it. I can see where this tail needs to go into this part of the mold right here. And then I'm going to bring this up, put the curly part right at the end here. Easy to do. Easy for me to say, not easy to do, but there you go. Got it. And I'm just going to push it into the grooves. It should fall right into place. There we go. Yep, I'm going to tilt it back up again, look at it so I can see it. And there, just like that. That's how they go into the grooves there. So I'm going to do the other two, and then we're going to heat this plastic, and then we'll shoot these again. Alright, so the tails are in the mold. This plastic is up to 360 degrees. Let's shoot these again. Don't need a ton. And there we go, nice and slow, holding some pressure. Top off the sprue. And there we go. Yeah, I don't think we need to top that off. So we'll let them sit for a few minutes, and I'll show you the reveal on round 2 here. So give me just a few minutes. All right, let's take a look at these. Round 2, let's see how we did. So let's see if I can get these to open up. Oh, not too bad. One's coming off there. Oh yeah, those look good. Yeah, those are going to work. Well, that one's not going to cooperate, but look at those. Man, they look great. Turned out perfect. Just what I wanted. The old black and blue. Put that over there. Look at that. Yeah, they turned out great. All right. I like those. So, all right, I got a couple more rounds I'm going to shoot, and I'll show you what we got at the end of the video here. So, stay tuned. All right, everybody, here they all are. I ended up making 24 in total. I think they came out looking great. I am really glad that I added the blue glitter to the tails there. I think it makes them look awesome. But yeah, I can't wait till these cure. I'm gonna leave them on the rack here for a couple days, and then I'm gonna take them to the river and see if they can catch any fish. But that's gonna do it for this one. I appreciate you watching, and if you wouldn't mind, please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks again.